Hey guys, welcome to the chaos. So summer is officially here and I'm pretty sure that it is hot as hell everywhere. Well, at least those in the northern hemisphere, because I think it's winter down below the equator. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, I can't remember my geography, but I think that's how that works. They have Christmas during the summer and we have Christmas during the winter, something like that. But now that we're into the hot months, you know, sometimes you get a little lazy or you don't want to go through the effort in putting on that much makeup because it's just going to melt off anyway, especially eye makeup. So today we're going to do this kind of somewhat subtle eye look with a pop of color and a glowing skin. That came out really slow, but yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, go ahead and keep watching and I'll be back in a jiffy. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is prime our face, and I am going to be using the BECCA Backlight priming filter, which I got in my Sephora play box, and I'm just going to squeeze a couple of pumps onto the back of my hand. And rub it into my face. Now you might not be able to tell, but I can tell that the primer added just a little bit of luminosity to the skin, which I am going to layer my foundation on top of, so we'll see how that ends up looking afterwards. And I'm going to be using my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation stick, which I mentioned in my foundation video that I wasn't sure how I felt about it, but I am using a different primer today, so I'm just gonna stripe it on. And blend it in. Okay, foundation is blended and I actually like how it looks. You can still see some of the luminosity in the skin, but because it's summer and because I have combination skin, I will be setting it after I do my concealer. I'm going to use the Sephora Bright Future Serum and the Naked Skin Serum. They're two different colors. One's darker for concealing. Of course, when I say darker, I mean my skin tone. And one is going to be brighter for highlighting, which is the Sephora one. Still don't like the applicator, but I do like the formula and the color. So, blend that in. Y'all already know that I'm going to use my Mercier translucent powder to cook or bake under my eyes a little bit to really set that concealer into my skin. While that's baking, I'm going to set the rest of my foundation with the Naked medium light pressed finishing powder, and you just tap this into your foundation. Don't rub, or you're basically going to rub your foundation off. And because it's summer, I am going to let the under eyes cook just a longer. I am going to let the under eyes cook just a little bit longer and work on my eyes before I dust it off. And we're going to dip into the Morphe 35F palette because we are going for a summery bronzy type look, very simple. And I mean, this is going to be very simple. But I am going to zoom you in just a little bit for this. And obviously by a little, I meant a lot. And like a genius, I did forget to grab my actual eyeshadow primer. So I'm going to dot some concealer on my lids and rub that in. And when you use concealer as a primer, you do want to set it with a skin tone based shadow to help blending. So I'm going to try this one right here. Hopefully. Oh yeah, that's my skin tone. Y'all see how it already looks like I got crease color on my eyes because that's just the way my eyelids look. I can't stand that. But I'm going to take a transition color, which will be this one right here, and dust that and put that right where I want my crease to be, looking straight into the mirror. See, you guys see that I got kind of a very little minimal eye space, kind of hooded eyes, because my crease is actually right here, but when I look straight ahead it disappears. So I put my crease colors above that crease right here, that way when I'm looking straight ahead, color still pokes out. Now using a smaller blending brush, this is Luxie 231, I'm going to take a little bit of this color and a little bit of this color and a little bit of that color and bring it just below where I applied that brown, and it's going to go more into my actual crease. And what that's going to do is add a little bit more dimension to the lid. Because again, we are going to be going kind of subtle on the lids. For my actual lid, I'm going to take one of these light colors, and it's going to be this one right here, and dust that on my lid. And then I'm gonna dip back into these two colors again to blend out those edges because they are pretty sharp. And I decided, since I'm going to do a pop of color in my waterline, that I'm going to add just a little bit more color to my lid, and it's going to be this shimmery green color right here. And I'm going to use this crown brush, it's a crease brush, and put that just in the outer corner. And then, without adding any more product, I'm just going to blend the edges one more time. And taking this color right here, or this one, I'm going to mix them both. Just dab it into both. I'm going to highlight my brow bone. Just under the arch. And that is all I'm doing on my eyes, upper eyes. So we'll zoom back out and finish the rest of the face. Now, one of the things that I like about baking, and hopefully I'm not get corrected on this, is that when you dust it off, it also removes any fallout that you had when doing your eyeshadow, which is also one of the reasons why sometimes I do my eyeshadow first. If I know there's going to be a lot of fallout, I will do my eyeshadow first. But now we are just going to finish under the eyes, which in hindsight I should have stayed zoomed in on, but you guys can see, I think. And I'm going to take a green ColourPop gel liner. It's actually in the shade Teaspoon, and put that in my waterline. I'm going to go back into this dusty brown color that I put in the outer corners. It's kind of, drag that underneath the outer corner of the lower lash line. And I'm actually going to stop almost right in the center of my pupil, and I'm going to leave the inner part from the center to my inner corner bare, but I am going to put a inner corner highlight. Using the brightest color in the palette. Then we just add some mascara, which I'm going to try this L'Oreal Voluminous Butterfly Mascara in Blackest Black. And we definitely want to try to get some volume today because we are not doing falsies. At this point, you probably want to curl your lashes if you're a lash curler. I am not a lash curler. Okay, so eyes are done, and now we're just going to add some color to the skin. And this minimal look will be done. First, I'm going to use my Tarte Amazonian Clay Bronzer in Park Avenue Princess. And just dust that into the contours of my face and along the hairline. Once the depth is added, we're going to add some shimmer, and I'm going to use the OFRA Blush Stripes Illuminating palette. And I'm actually just going to swipe over the top two and dust that onto the high points of my face, mainly my cheekbones and wherever else the light naturally hits, which to me is going to be just above the eyebrows. A little bit in the center of the head, and I do mean a little. And of course, right on the Cupid's bow. And because I personally feel like no look is complete without a little bit of flush to the skin, I'm going to dip into the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in Captivating to connect my bronzer with my highlight. And because this is a summer look, I'm actually going to be a little bit extra today and dip into this pink shade in the Illuminating palette and dust that over top just to make sure that I'm really shiny. Because that's what I just did. And last but certainly not least is we're going to add a nude lip to the look, and I am using the Tarte Lip Sculptor, which is a lipstick on this side and a lip gloss on the other side, and this is in the shade Basic. And I just decided that I'm going to line my lips beforehand. Which I'm using the shade Lumiere in ColourPop, and I do believe this will darken the shade of the lipstick. At least that's what I am hoping for, because it is really light. If you guys have not got one of these lip sculptors, man, it smells like freaking vanilla when you put it on your lips, which is awesome, and I really like. And I really like that they have a matching lip gloss to go with it. And I almost forgot a step, but because this is a summer look, you definitely want to set your makeup to make it last. And I'm going to be using the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Marine Boosting Mist, because it's a little refreshing when you spray it, to set my face. And that is going to complete the look. I will zoom you guys in so you can get a little bit of a closer look if you want. thanks for watching. Let me know what your go-to summer makeup looks are. Do you tend to go more full-on glam? Do you like to cut it back a little and go more subtle with pops of color? Do you wear foundation at all? What do you typically do in the summer, especially when it starts getting way too hot? Because I'm telling you, it's a baker out there. Go ahead and subscribe if you aren't subscribed already. Like this video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Have a good day.